Hello ladies and gentlemen and movie lovers of all kind, and welcome back to another Cinema Showdown Sunday. And today is going to be another one that was suggested to me by a friend of mine, Dawson, or better known as his YouTube name, Mr. DVB. And that was 1975's Jaws versus 1993's Jurassic Park. So round one is going to be the characters. We will start off with Jaws, and Jaws has, of course, Chief Brody, Quinn, and Hooper. I mean, there are other kind of minor characters in there as well, but these are the three that we spend the majority of the movie with. And whether they are heckling each other and butting heads, or they're having fun, pounding the table, drinking beers, and singing songs on the boat, we have a very good time with these three guys. They mesh very well together. They are three very well-trained actors. They're very good at their craft, and they bring three very iconic and very enjoyable characters to the table. Switch over to the Jurassic Park side. You have Dr. Alan Grant, Ellie, Ian Malcolm, Hammond, Tim, Lexi, Samuel L. Jackson, Wayne Knight. Okay, let's face it, Jurassic Park is a pretty big cast, and all of them are very memorable characters. They all are very distinct. That's the thing I like about them the most. No one character is alike. They all have their own personalities, their own specific traits, and the biggest thing is that they all mesh together wonderfully. So I'm going to have to give the first point for the first round to Jurassic Park. Round two is going to be the monster. To make a long story short, I want to see dinosaurs. I want Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever, to exist, even though we've had 5 movies now that have said how wrong that is. Not all the dinosaurs are menacing creatures. A lot of them are herbivores, they're beautiful, they want to be nice to the humans, or they just want to be left alone. There are only the select few that are really like man-eaters and trying to kill these people. I don't want to be in the situation with the great white shark like they are in Jaws, nor do I want to see sharks at all. Sharks terrify me. In my mind, I would much rather take my chances against the dinosaurs than I would be out in open water with the shark from Jaws. Yeah, round 2 for monster is going to go to Jaws. Round 3 is going to be the visual effects. Both these movies have not necessarily aged the best. I mean, 75, 93, we now sit in 2019. These movies are definitely getting up there in the ages, but that's not to say that there isn't some great things still in there. You look at Jaws, although we don't see the shark a whole lot, because as Steven Spielberg said, this was his movie from hell, and they just couldn't get that mechanical shark to work, and which led to the shark not really being seen for a whole lot of the movie. But I mean, if you look at the movie as a whole, I feel like that actually makes the movie so much better, because if you're just seeing the shark the whole time, it's not quite as scary. It's the fact that we don't know where it is that makes it so scary. But when we do see the mechanical shark, yeah, that thing looks like a real shark, it's massive, it eats people, it's friggin' scary, and it looks beautiful at the same time, okay? This is confusing my brain here. Jurassic Park, on the other hand, the visual effects, like the computer-generated visual effects, don't hold up the greatest. But before I go any further, this movie still has some of the best animatronics and practical effects to ever grace the silver screen yet. Even by today's standards, with how good the CGI looks, I would still take the animatronics for the T-Rex in the original Jurassic Park than I would over the CGI Rex, and it has been such a long time since Jurassic Park came out, and I don't think anything has topped it. So round 3 is going to be going to Jurassic Park. Round 4 is going to be the movie's lasting effects. And I don't mean the digital effects, I mean the effects that the movies have had on Hollywood and on general audiences since their release. Jurassic Park has had such an astounding effect on Hollywood, and it's something that still ripples through very clearly today. Steven Spielberg took us all to school with 1993. He put dinosaurs on the screen for the very first time. Visual effects were at an absolute high point when this movie came out, as well as the animatronics still show people how it should be done today. But the only dinosaur movies that are still really coming out now is the Jurassic World franchise. There was such a big gap from Jurassic Park 3 to Jurassic World, and now we're only getting a Jurassic World every 3 years, and it seems like we're coming up on the close with Jurassic World 3. It seems like that's going to be the final one. Switch over to Jaws. You put this movie on now, with its 1975-ness and everything, people will still not step foot near any sort of body of water. This was the shark movie that kicked off all of the shark movies, and if we look at it, we're still getting probably at least a handful of shark movies every year, and even though some of them are just plain bad, it doesn't change the fact that shark movies and being afraid of sharks in open bodies of water is still a very, very huge popular thing in Hollywood. Jaws was considered the first summer blockbuster, so it started the summer blockbuster trend that we still see every single year, so I'm going to give round 4 to Jaws. Now coming in at the 5th and final round, as we are now at a tie once again, it is going to be the story of the movie. For Jaws, again, it is a simple yet elegant story. A chief moves to a small town on an island. It's an island and he doesn't like water. A great white shark appears on the scene, starts to kill people. You have a reluctant and very stubborn mayor who does not want to shut the beach down on the 4th of July weekend. And then we have a full sort of final act that is a thrill of the hunt when you have Chief Brody Quinn and Hooper looking to hunt down the shark and put an end to it before it kills any more people. But then you switch over to Jurassic Park and it is a story that people are still trying to replicate now, and it was absolutely unheard of at its time. Dinosaurs are back and they are real. A theme park is being opened. People are supposed to go and visit it, but shortly before they are supposed to, breakout, storm, scary dinosaurs, this sort of adventure movie that fills your heart with wonder and the thrill of seeing dinosaurs for the first time, and then it slowly transitions as the movie goes on to more of like an action, fast-paced movie in the middle section, and then a sort of horror thriller in the third section. You'll never get that feeling again like you felt when you first saw Jurassic Park. So the fifth and final point for the story should go to the now crowned winner, Jurassic Park. So if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know who you would have picked to win this Cinema Showdown. And be sure to suggest what you want to see for the next Cinema Showdown. And be sure to check me out on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links will be in the description and at the end of the video. And be sure to check out my Instagram page every Friday for the Fan Vote Friday. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and that's a wrap. Versus in a battle of who can scream